Hey guys, this is me, Rajo, and we're doing another one because you guys again hit the 20, view mark. Ooh, so we're doing this again, and this time I got me a bowl of watermelon. So yeah, and this should be part 4. And guys, I just this this YouTube app. I've been having and tell me how many views I get or how good the channel is doing. And track and I'm like, told me I got 300 views. And I'm like, man, they must really like Roger react to new top 5. So, alright. This is part 4. Again, guys, watch his videos. He had great videos, scary videos, and please subscribe to him. And if again, almost forgot, if you're new to this channel, hit the red subscribe button down below. If you like it, I guess give it a like. And if you mean do a naughty part, let's get another 20 views for this one. So, alright guys, here we go. We're going in 1, 2, 3, 0, go.
Top 10 ghosts caught on camera, desecrated. Japanese paranormal YouTube channel Fourth Wall has been sent several videos taken at the same cemetery somewhere in Japan. The graveyard is said to be haunted by the tragic ghost of a little boy who drowned in a pond 30 years ago. His parents laid him to rest in the cemetery and commissioned a beautiful statue of their son to be placed at his gravesite to honor and remember him. Late one night, heartless vandals desecrated the grave, destroying the statue and stealing its head. Since then, local legend says that the headless spirit of the child roams the graveyard, forever looking for his missing head. In September of 2015, a CCTV camera at the cemetery records this shocking footage.
Kind of like, oh, we're moving.
In the dead of night, a shadow-like figure can be seen walking along the graves. After word of this disturbingly creepy video spread, a Japanese ghost hunter decided to investigate the cemetery for himself. It did not go well. The ghost hunter hears something and turns to see an odd white apparition, but he whips back around and nothing there. He seems to think he imagined it, but when he turns toward the other end of the cemetery row, the apparition is now right in front of him. In abject terror, he makes a run for it. So could it be that these strange figures are the spirit of the little boy, forever wandering the cemetery? Let me know what you think. You can watch this full video and many more spooky Japanese ghost videos over on the YouTube channel
Fourth Wall.
Croatian Creeper. popular YouTuber Dennis Domian sets out to explore the Bribir Cemetery in his hometown of Bribir, Croatia for his quote, scary bedtime stories video series. He says that throughout his childhood, the cemetery has always given him the creeps, and even now he feels uncomfortable just being there. In the dead of night, he gives a video tour through the graveyard when suddenly he records something that's just unnerving.
Ok, lagano idem jer imam feeling ko da nisam sam.
Did you see it? Someone or some strange distorted figure can be seen standing amongst the graves. But when Dennis turns back, it's gone. Throughout the video, it can be seen that the small cemetery is completely empty, and Dennis swears he was all alone. So just who or what is this strange, distorted thing? The ghost of the mosh pit. Now, most of the time we think of creepy paranormal video as occurring in the dark, and maybe in creepy old abandoned places. But here's a video that's from a live daytime heavy metal music festival in San Bernardino, California in 2011. And just watch very closely, because it's about to get weird. So a very big guy goes charging into the mosh pit when suddenly he seems to get clotheslined by someone or something that is completely invisible, and he goes flying backwards. Now, that would be weird enough, but his friend helps him up, and then he seems to get forcefully yanked backwards again by some unseen force. He even seems to get dragged backwards along the ground. So is this just the ghost of an angry metal fan? Is this guy just an incredible mime? Or what happened here? You tell me. Caught on camera. Instagram user Satanic Tacos, aka Heather, says she is skeptical of all things paranormal and doesn't believe in the afterlife or ghosts. But late one night, her 1-year-old son wakes up very upset and doesn't stop crying for over 2 hours. Bizarrely, the motion detectors on the CCTV cameras around Heather's house were going off too. She checked her recorded CCTV footage, and to her shock, just after her child starts crying, one of the cameras outside catches something downright creepy.
Oh, you can see right now.
A strange translucent figure seems to appear right out of the wall of the lower deck and can be seen walking through the snow away from the house. Heather says she has no idea what this could be and is a little freaked out about the timing with her son's crying. Now, as for myself, usually I would just say that this is a compression error in the camera and that it's blurring a person who is walking in darkness. But everything else here in the video is perfectly clear and the footage is well lit. So I'm a bit confused myself. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail. The girl on the road. Now this next creepy video was sent in by a very nice Nuke's Top 5 viewer, but it's an old clip and the source is unknown. The video is believed to have been recorded in the West Java area of Indonesia, and it shows 2 men encountering something horrifying on the road.
Dah letik nama ih. Kasih. Insyaallah.
Allahu la ilaha illallah. Astagfirullahaladzim. Hantu itu la ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah.
The two men pray continuously as they encounter what looks to be an extremely pale figure of a little girl. Even more terrifying, as they get closer, the figure seems to float up into the night sky above them. Now, because I don't know the actual source of this video, it's impossible to check its legitimacy in any way. But real or not, it's definitely very creepy, and it certainly shocked me when I first watched it. I was not expecting the flying. Prying in the dark. Paranormal investigators Jordan and Johnny from the YouTube channel Paranormies set out to investigate an old house in Manitoba, Canada that's believed to be haunted. The story goes that in the 1960s, a woman named Rachel discovered that her husband of only 2 months had run off with another woman. It is said that neighbors heard Rachel sobbing uncontrollably shortly before taking her own life. Cut to current day. It is said that in the house, lights turn on and off by themselves. Strange written notes have been left behind, and loud disembodied sobbing has been heard coming from the basement. Not long after the Paranormies start their overnight investigation, the guys decide to head down into the gloomy basement. That's when investigator Johnny hears and captures something downright chilling.
What was that?
You heard something?
Yeah, it sounded like a kid's voice.
Ready.
It said,
Ready?
what did it say earlier? Did it say child? Yeah, it did say
It sounded
child.
like a kid's voice coming from down here. I don't know if I want to turn these lights off. I was going to turn them off.
Johnny is shocked when he hears the sound of sobbing coming from somewhere down in the basement. The guys now believe that the spirit of Rachel might be with them. Meanwhile, earlier in the investigation, the Paranormies set up 3 separate motion-activated REM pod devices on the main floor of the house. As they're investigating down in the basement, they hear something truly bizarre.
You heard that? Footsteps upstairs?
I heard it.
REM pod?
And then another one.
The investigators hear footsteps right above them, and a static camera records 2 motion-activated REM pod devices are triggered by something moving around on the main floor. Then a light turns on and off on its own. Jordan and Johnny decide to set up a laser grid and point it towards the kitchen and living room on the main floor, right beside the basement stairs. As they are discussing just what might be going on in the house, they capture something very disturbing.
Even when I said, okay, it did RAC, am I okay? Like, thank you. Like, I don't need you to continue on. What? Shut up. What did you see? I heard the wrong.
A shadow.
Really? Rachel, are you
Right
here?
from here, this way? Like over this way or that way? Between the letters.
Even when I said, okay, it did RAC, am I okay? Like, thank you. Like, I don't need you to continue on. What? Shut up.
An odd misshapen shadow figure darts across the ceiling in the living room right in front of Johnny. The 2 investigators rush over to check out the area, but find nothing and no one. So just what is this? Did the Paranormies team capture the distraught spirit of Rachel? Let me know what you think. You can watch this full investigation and many more spooky videos over on the YouTube channel, Paranormies. Caught in the headlights. Now this next video is not in any way related to the paranormal. It's actually the official music video of a very popular Mexican rap group called Cartel de Santa, and it's been viewed over 64 million times on YouTube. But many confused fans pointed out something very spooky that happens near the beginning of the music video. Pay very close attention. Did you see it? In front of the car, the headlights illuminate a bald grayish figure crouching in the bushes that suddenly stands up to look at the couple before quickly disappearing. Many fans believe that the rappers might have accidentally recorded something paranormal on camera. But of course, this could simply be a crew member that was accidentally caught in the video shot. But if it's a crew member, that leads to many questions. Like, why is he gray? Why is he crouching in the bushes? Why does it look like he's not wearing a shirt? And why does he move in such an odd and creepy way? Even after the many confused questions and comments, the group has never released a statement about who or what this could be. So for now, the identity of this man, or whatever that is in the bushes, remains a mystery. Bewitched. Now this next video is one of the strangest paranormal videos I've ever seen. So TikTok user Luca from Nashville, Tennessee is out delivering packages one day when he suddenly spots something very bizarre in the skies above.
Hey, so out making deliveries, and what is this? There's a floating broom. Look, it's just floating. Like, seriously. There's no wire, there's nothing it's connected to. It's... What is that? Seriously. It's just and it's moving too.
Now I'm honestly not sure what to make of this video. This object that does look very much like a floating broom is obviously not a kite or a balloon, and it doesn't appear to be suspended by wires or a drone. If it's CGI, then it would take a visual effects expert to track this effect in with such a shaky camera. Also, Luca has no other videos that contain any CGI or anything even remotely paranormal. Luca claims that the video is 100% real.
By the way, it was a floating broom. I did not see any wires. There was no drone. I gave a pretty good view above and below it. Guys, I swear on my life, there was nothing above it or below it. It was a floating broom. I don't know if somebody was doing a voodoo spell or if it was a floating broom. I've never seen anything like it. I don't ever want to see anything like it again. It was real. I don't do CGI. I don't know how to do that. It was a floating broom, okay? I'm just as stumped as you are. I happened to be the person that rolled up on it.
So I have no idea what this could be. Is it supernatural? Is it a quote, glitch in the Matrix? Or is it just a very elaborate hoax? You decide. Followed. Ghost hunter Martin from the YouTube channel Martin's Junction sets out to explore the abandoned and allegedly haunted Nepali house in the middle of the jungle in India. The house is so secluded and hidden away that the only way to get to it is by crossing a slippery log over a river. Before he heads out, Martin sets up a static night vision camera at the log to record as he makes his way towards the house. Now, the house is empty and full of bats, lizards, and snakes. So after a bad fall, Martin decides to head back home. But something might have followed him. As Martin attempts to cross back over the log, things take a terrifying turn.
Again. No way. I'm getting goosebumps.
Something dark seems to be lurking in the jungle behind Martin, but every time the ghost hunter checks the area behind him with his flashlight, whatever it is has disappeared. The mysterious figure appears several times and disappears just as fast. So what do you think happened to Martin? Did he fall by accident? Or did some dark, vengeful spirit follow him back from the house? Let me know. The Abandoned Asylum. Lead paranormal investigator Kaylee Love from the YouTube channel Love to Investigate reached out to me about a very creepy video she recorded in an old abandoned mental asylum in South Wales, UK. Kaylee says that she was alone with a fellow investigator exploring one of the decaying asylum's many buildings. Without knowing, she captures something absolutely chilling.
The bathroom again there. That's pretty cool, that is. It smells like an hospital in this part, definitely.
Did you see it? At the end of the hallway in front of Kaylee and her team member, someone appears to be standing there, just watching her, before simply disappearing around the corner. Kaylee says she didn't see anyone there at the time. In fact, the odd figure was actually pointed out by viewers in her YouTube comments. So could this be the spirit of a patient who tragically passed away at the abandoned mental asylum? I leave it up to you to decide.
That's pretty cool, that is. Smells like an hospital in this part, definitely.
Thanks so much for watching. Please follow me on Instagram here. Follow me on Twitter here. And follow me on TikTok. Or don't. Anyway, thanks for watching. And hopefully I'll see you again next week.
We can watch like one more. Which one? Do that one.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. The Church of the Dead. Paranormal investigators Jeff and Phil from the YouTube channel Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations are the first ghost hunting team to ever be allowed to explore and investigate the infamous Mount Fitchett Church near Stansted, Mount Fitchett, England. The church itself has stood for over 900 years and is surrounded by an ancient graveyard. The burial ground is the final resting place for some entire families, as well as wealthy lords of the past and soldiers who perished in battle long ago in many different wars. With hundreds of years of dark history, it's no surprise that the church is said to be extremely haunted. Visitors claim to hear sounds and voices, and a photo was captured of what appears to be 2 shadow figures sitting in one of the pews. The Mount Fitchett Church was closed and abandoned in 1967. The Ghost Tech team sets up a few static cameras and sits down to ask some questions of any spirit that might be present. When Phil asks for a sign, something seems to answer.
Could you make yourself known, either by talking to us, shouting your name, or banging on something, or moving something? Could you do that now for me, please?
That was definitely footsteps.
Yeah.
There's no one else around here, not even outside. There's no one for it's just countryside. There's no one around here. That was footsteps inside on the floor, and it was right down there at the back where the door is.
Here is the enhanced audio taken from our static cam facing the chancel.
That was definitely footsteps.
Yeah.
If you'd like to communicate with us, please do so. We don't mean you no harm or disrespect. Earlier on, we heard we both hear a voice come from the opposite end of the church, but even after enhancing the distant voice, we cannot make out what is being said. Earlier on, we heard
The two friends hear the sound of footsteps and a soft voice coming from somewhere inside the church. Later, as day turns to night, the team sets up static night vision cameras to continue recording. What happens next is truly bizarre.
Can you hear us? I ask if any of the spirits can hear us, and we receive a response as there is loud banging as we enter the chancel. Here is the enhanced audio. Can you hear us? We end our first session, and unknown to us at the time, our static cam 1 is capturing a shadow figure moving within the chapel.
It's right there. Ooh, spooky.
A loud sound can be heard and their static camera captures the shadow moving in and out of sight in one corner. Now it's worth mentioning that investigators Jeff and Phil are far away and walking in the opposite direction. So whatever this shadow is, it couldn't have been cast by either of them. Now this story doesn't stop there, because the Ghost Tech guys aren't the only ones who seem to have captured strange paranormal evidence at the Mount Fitchett Church. A little over a year ago, 42-year-old Stephen Regoli was hit by a train and lost his life near the old Mount Fitchett Church. A hiker captured something on camera near the train tracks. Something downright chilling. A terrifying pale translucent figure can be seen drifting through the air on a path near the church. So, could it be that the Mount Fitchett Church is truly haunted? Did Jeff and Phil capture evidence of spirits that still walk the church grounds? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire video and a follow-up part 2 that will be coming soon over on the YouTube channel, Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations. The Tower of Terror. In what's supposed to be the happiest place on earth, an ominous mock grand hotel towers above the awestruck, happy crowd below. The Twilight Zone Tower of Terror in Disney's California Adventure Park is a free-fall ride that's dedicated to the popular TV show, The Twilight Zone. Now, over the years, the Tower of Terror attraction became known for one particularly creepy real-life ghost story. It is said that a Disney cast member suddenly suffered a massive heart attack and passed away while welcoming guests onto the ride. Many visitors and employees claim to have seen his ghost and have reported random noises and flickering of the lights, even when the ride is not in operation. Sam Worth was visiting the park and recorded videos to capture the fun trip with his family. To his surprise, he also captured something he did not expect at the Tower of Terror. Ride. But I looked through hours of footage of this ride on YouTube and I have not found any evidence of there being a hologram at this particular. This is the area remains on the tower. The footage is over 2 minutes long, but to save time, I just cut the video down to the spooks. A bizarre figure appears on a seat behind the maintenance man, but it's only visible for less than a second. 3/20ths of a second to be exact. The figure then moves 2 seats away right next to the oblivious worker, and it appears 2 more times. Again, I checked to make sure that there are no hologram effects in place in the seating area. None. Characters these figures appear to be. So it seems very unlikely that reflection, though just what is this? Could it be that the spirit of the man who sucked his life? Or is it just some very strange light reflection? If you see a video that you've perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting, check me at nukes.5@gmail.com. Attachment. Me says that he believes some dark, angry spirit has attached itself to him after one of their investigations. Back during an investigation at a haunted church in Canada, Jordan and fellow investigator Johnny accidentally let go of a Ouija board planchette without saying, which legend around the board says that you're never supposed to do. Jordan says that with every pair.
First off, kids, do not mess with a Ouija board. I don't mess with that crap. I don't want no demons, and if you do mess with it, you gotta always say goodbye. Always. If you don't, they're gonna haunt you until you do say goodbye. And they will mess with your house, open stuff, slam stuff. Because I seen videos like this where them not saying goodbye, and you just see them shutting and opening, cabinets, drawers, like violently, because the person ain't saying goodbye. So don't mess with Ouija boards, alright? Don't.
Paranormal investigation since something seems to be surrounding him and even physically attacking him. Even more disturbing, the entity seems to have followed him home. The investigator has experienced trouble sleeping, continually waking up throughout the night, and he says he feels drained of energy each day. One night Jordan wakes up in what he believes to be a state of sleep paralysis, and he sees a woman with long dark hair watching him from his bedroom door. The woman disappears, but since then Jordan says he has seen the woman many times from the corner of his eye. Disturbed by what's happening to him, he decides to spend a few nights in his parents' RV, away from his home and family. He wants to confirm once and for all if a strange presence is truly attached only to him. It did not go well. The first night, nothing much happens, but the second night, Jordan begins to hear something very frightening.
I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but I've been hearing that all night. I can barely get to sleep.
A strange, unexplained static sound seems to resonate throughout the entire RV, and Jordan is unable to pinpoint exactly where the noise is coming from. It almost sounds like a voice is trying through the static. And the next night, it just gets worse.
I'm looking right. Oh. well. Oh man. Yeah. You don't, kids, don't mess with a Ouija board. It ain't worth it. Oh my goodness.
Who is that?
Oh man. It's crazy, I tell you.
Hello?
What are you? What's that door shut again? What happened?
Why are you following me?
Okay, you didn't say goodbye. So.
Anybody in there?
So guys, if you want to know the noises, it literally is sewing and lying outside. So yeah. Oh, son. I know we ain't doing this today. But yeah, guys.
After his terrifying experiences, Jordan returns home. But back at his house, his little dog Zeus seems to be very disturbed by something Jordan can't see. Jordan picks up his camera and begins to film.
What's wrong? Something there?
That would be your butt, man. Don't mess with my dog. He whipping the bubble out.
Zeus, what's going on?
Little Zeus sees something and jumps back in fear. What happens next is downright chilling.
Hello?
Man, I swear, this is why you don't mess with Ouija board. I swear. Oh, I'm telling you. What happened?
Why are you following me?
What happened? Oh my goodness.
Who are you?
Grown.
Who are you?
Oh! No! Oh my goodness, guys. Man, you better grab your dog. You gotta be kidding me.
In the reflection of the window, Jordan sees someone or something staring back at him from around the hallway corner. He quickly pans around, but no one there. When he walks into the hallway, he hears a growl, and the bathroom door swings open and a bath towel falls to the floor. This is when Jordan has just had enough for a while and decides to leave and stay over at the home of friend and fellow investigator Johnny. So what do you think is happening to Jordan? Could something dark and sinister truly be stalking him?
Oh yeah.
Let me know in the comments. You can check out this entire video with even more paranormal events over on the YouTube channel, Paranormies. And they say part 2 will be coming soon. The man who wasn't there. Paranormal YouTube channel Fourth Wall received a video from a man that says he captured something very disturbing in a quiet Japanese neighborhood. It's late at night and no one is around when the man spots something strange going on with a swing set in a nearby park. He's a little freaked out and believes he might be experiencing something paranormal. So he places his work phone on top of a tall playset and sets it to record. He then takes his personal phone and films as he approaches the swing set.
Wait guys, wait. Again guys, do not, repeat, do not mess with a Ouija board, alright? You can send demons, evil spirits, and I don't even care if it is a good spirit. I would freak out, alright? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Please, guys, do not mess with those. Don't mess with no type of spirit or demonic spirit or whatever, right? Do not, because you will regret it when you do. And if you even did mess with Ouija board, say goodbye, right? I mean, he didn't say goodbye to the ghost, and this is why that was all happened. And I'm just freaking out, and I'm only number 3, guys. Number 3. It was number 3. Alright, oh my goodness, guys, if you're enjoying this so far, please hit the sub button, cause I'm not enjoying this. But okay, here we go. Oh man. I see that swing right now. Oh my goodness, that swing going high too. A little kid goes around. It's a this man says
A single swing is violently swaying back and forth. But that's not all the anonymous man has captured. Phone recorded something absolutely terrifying. The dark, creepy figure of a man can be seen standing motionless in front of a tree. Now, what makes this footage so disturbing is that, as you can see, the other phone didn't capture anyone standing there at all. Could it be that the park is haunted and a dark spirit apparition was caught on camera? What do you think? You can watch this entire creepy video and many more over on the YouTube channel, Fourth Wall. The Orphanage. Paranormal investigator Luis Manuel Mote and cameraman Odin set out to explore an abandoned orphanage in the middle of a forest. Many children lost their lives here under very strange circumstances, and then others who stayed here claimed to experience terrifying paranormal activity. The large buildings of the orphanage were eventually all just abandoned. Luis and Odin begin to explore the orphanage grounds and they start to hear some very strange things.
¿Escuchaste? Uy. Oh, otra vez, Luis.
A creepy moan can be heard coming from somewhere on the property. Luis and Odin are a bit freaked out by the bizarre sound but continue to explore. That's when things take a terrifying turn.
centro, ¿para qué lo ocuparían?
¿Crees que hagan algún ritual?
Pues quién sabe qué, para qué lo ocuparán todo este rollo, güey, pero... Ah, no inventes, Odín, Odín, Odín. Te juro que entró... Hay alguien allá adentro.
The investigators spot someone or something walking past a window right in front of them. They run inside, but there's no one there. After a long night of exploring, Luis and Odin decide to call it a night and head home. After many requests from their viewers, the Terror Al Extremo team decide to go back to the orphanage one more time. And this time, the unexplained terrifying activity only seems to intensify.
Enfrente de ti. Una tita de ti. Bestia, cabrón.
Luis and Odin feel like something might be watching them from the darkness. Even though they feel surrounded by an entity that they can't see, they continue exploring. As they walk through a field to get to another building, they both see something that makes their blood run cold.
Vi pasar a alguien ahí en...
Sí, por el vidrio.
It almost looks like someone dressed in white is walking through the building on the hill in front of them. They hurry to the structure to investigate, but find nothing. However, as they walk out of the building and look down the hill in front of them, they encounter another chilling surprise.
Mira, Odín, Odín.
Dime, Luis.
Aquí, mira.
Sí, lo estoy viendo, hermano. No inventes.
¿Sí lo tienes?
Sí, lo agarré abajo. No inventes, güey.
Hasta se movió las ramas. Se vio cómo se subió aquí, Odín.
Pero se va arrastrando.
Sí, pero estas ramas se movieron.
A strange trailing walk seems to float across the field and disappear into the bushes. Again, the friends run over to investigate but find no sign of what they captured on camera. So, did Luis and Odin record video evidence of some of the paranormal activity that drove everyone away from the orphanage? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can watch this entire 2-part series with many more paranormal moments that I didn't feature here over on the YouTube channel, Terror Al Extremo. Thanks so much for watching. Please follow me on Instagram.
Alright, guys. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this one you probably say would be a good one. Ooh! Oh, no. Yeah. Again, guys, if you like this and you like this channel, hit that subscribe button, the red one down below. Yeah, was a good one. Let them see how fast you can get those 20 views up, and if you like so much that you give me a like, that time you even like it even more, and that you want me to do it maybe even scary one if we can find one. So yeah. I'll see you guys on the next video. Again, go to Nuke Top 5. He has some very creepy, just bone chilling videos. Alright, and I see you all on the next video, alright? Goodbye!